Hello guys and welcome back to another JTW video. So, before we get to one of the best days ever, about 2 weeks ago, I heard that CN 8357, the suicide awareness engine, was leading northbound train Q199, and so once it entered Fond du Lac, we went out to see it. But before Q199, this other southbound Q train came through, and a biker decided to try to beat the train. And he got busted. And after that, a southbound potash train came through. And the potash train blocked my shot of A447 with an EMD leader. And then came Q199. Then, a few days later, I was driving through downtown Menasha when I saw L533 with the IC 3108 leading. Then, on July 3rd, I went out to the train yard at night to try to see if I can see any trains, and I saw this southbound intermodal. And I got pictures of the Iowa Northern caboose and the IC 3108. And here is the start of one of the best days ever. So, on July 12th, I heard that a GMTX GP38-2 was trailing third on M347. And so, once it got into Fond du Lac, we went out to Neenah to see it. And a little bit after we got there, A447 was leaving. But after about 20 minutes, I found out that M347 was still in Fond du Lac for a crew change, so I decided to go home to wait for it to leave. And about 20 minutes to a half hour later, I heard that it had left Fond du Lac, so I went back out to see it. But first, this northbound Q train, with almost all single stacks except for one double stack at the front, came through. And then M347 came along. Right before M347 came through, I found out that number 1, the IC Heritage Unit, was a DPU on southbound train Q116, and also that a BC Rail unit was trailing second on a southbound intermodal / auto-rack. And so I went home and I waited for one of them to get closer to me, and once they did, I went out to see them. And we ended up going to Campo for the BC Rail. And then we ended up going to Lake Street for the IC Heritage Unit, and after about 10 minutes of waiting, alas, came the IC Heritage Unit. And so, that will be it for this video. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.